Hello and welcome to Mice in Logistics for Events. My name is Kiki da Costa and I'm here with Mr. Taffin to introduce you to the supply of customers.
In today's plan, we will focus on understanding the different types of customers and also analyzing the different aspects that affect the customers in events called the supply of customers.
By understanding the supply of customers, you will be able to identify any possible issues that could arise in an event in order to avoid or remedy them.
As a reminder, here are the elements of events logistics. There are three parts. The first part, supply of customers, products and facilities, are pre-event. The event site logistics are during the event, and event shutdown is after the event. Today we will concentrate on the supply of customers. So let's look at the supply of customers in detail. There are four main areas involved in bringing customers to the event. These are logistics marketing, the ticketing, the queuing, and the transportation of customers.
But first, we need to know who are the customers. Every customer is different and so are their needs and expectations. Depending on the type of event, customers will act, dress and even eat differently. The same customer in a corporate meeting will behave in a different manner when he/she goes out on a weekend to watch their favorite rock band. Specific names are given to differentiate the customers as shown in the following slides.
In festivals or concerts, the public attending are called audience.
At sports events, they are called spectators.
In exhibitions, the guests who come are called visitors.
At conferences and congresses, they're called delegates.
Corporate events have guests called sponsors or clients.
Let's start with the first one, which is logistics marketing. Marketing is ultimately responsible for getting customers to your event, and this will affect logistics in terms of numbers, geographical spread, transportation, and expectations.
The second important aspect of logistics when we talk about supply of customers is called ticketing. What do you think makes a good ticket? Reflect on this. As preparation for the next session, please bring an example of an entry ticket or an event invitation and ask yourself before coming to class, what are the kinds of information that you can find on a ticket? And what do you think makes a good ticket? The next important thing about tickets is where do you distribute them? It is important to ask yourself what kind of outlets will you use? When you are using a third person to be selling your tickets, do you have a letter of agreement with those vendors? Or even, could you just sell them yourselves? You have to ask yourself what kind of method of payment will be accepted. And does the schedule indicate ticket sales progress, and if more tickets are needed? All tickets should be numbered and inventoried so that you know at what stage you are at your ticket selling. We then have to talk about how we're going to collect our tickets. The entrance gate is usually the place where we collect tickets. It is important to have experienced collectors that will make the process simple and quick. We have to know what to do with complimentary entrances. An important thing to think about also at the collection is what are we going to do with the cash if somebody wants to buy at the moment. Last but not least, tickets have to be disposed of. Do people keep the ticket? Do they throw it away themselves? Do they keep one part and we keep another part? Or does the machine keep the ticket itself? This is something important to think about. Once everyone has entered, we have to do something called the ticket reconciliation. Counting the tickets is very, very important. And what method will you use? Will you be having an accountant? Will the reconciliation be doing ongoing or at the end of the month? Will you have such a good system that you can have any auditor to verify your data? And have you got a separate account that is just set up for this to help in the auditing and avoid fraud?
The third topic is queuing. Here are the most important aspects to remember for queuing. For our session, please think of some ways in which we can reduce queuing. Here are some important aspects to understand about queuing. Do you know what is a bottleneck? What about time signage? And perceived time? How about weather protection? These are very important aspects that a logistics manager needs to consider when an event has long queuing. To better understand perceived waiting time, please read the article that is in Moodle.
The fourth and final part of the supply of customers is called the transportation of customers. First thing you should ask yourself is how the clients are going to get there. Are they going to come by public transportation or private transportation? And at what time are they going to be there? Next, I want you to investigate these two words, dump and trickle arrival. What do they mean in customer transportation? If you have a large venue, how are you going to transport people around the venue? Remember, an inappropriate venue can increase the overall costs, create organizational confusion, and make the event less attractive, therefore having a direct impact on the customers. So in this session we have covered the aspects of the supply of customers, including logistics marketing, ticketing, queuing, and customer transportation. Here are some references which have been used, which you can go and see in the library.